what time it is.
How it all works.
Come on.
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 Hello. What's good, family? It's another Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. in the East. It is 5 p.m. in the West, I believe it is. It's another time for How It All Works, Convos and Collabs, and I am your host, Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher. Man, on this channel, this is what we do, right? We help faith-based entities, entrepreneurs, and small businesses learn how to simplify live video mechanics so they can shine a floodlight on their brand. And yo, today's episode ain't gonna be no different because we got Eliseo Way in the building. We were chopping up already behind I guess backstage, if you will, and we just, man, let me tell you, Eliseo, let me get to my announcements, because if I don't know if I'm gonna, we got so much to talk about today. Anyway, take a second right now, if you haven't already, to go ahead and share the joint. Share. Go ahead and share the stream. We are streaming to YouTube tonight, only YouTube tonight. So tag somebody, send them the link, whatever we got to do. Go ahead and share. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We want to make sure that you are subscribed in here. So, man, listen, on the channel, we got a new video, and it's actually performing very well, coming off the heels of our How It All Works Academy Ecamm edition. We put out another video based on Ecamm, and it's called You Requested It, right? It's a new series that we're starting. And so make sure you watch the video, comment, let us know what else you request, right? Everybody's been asking me for this particular scene, the scene that's in this screenshot here, this thumbnail. People have been asking me, hey man, how do I get that scene, man? I want that scene. So I actually walk you through the entire process of how to build it yourself. So you don't have to actually buy it from me, even though I will sell it to you. I have no problems selling it to you. But this is that scene right here. What's good? James Hicks is in the space. Eliseo is in the comments. Digital Glow is here with us all the way from Japan. She always gets the award for coming in from the furthest. I see Deandra Blake is here as well. Excited to have you, man. So here's the other thing. So on buymeacoffee.com, right, on my page there, this video is already live, stream pre-recorded or previously live videos with StreamYard. This video is already available for supporters and members on BMAC. On my page, it's already available. It'll go live to the rest of the world next Monday, or next Sunday, I should say. But you guys already had, all the people who support me on BMAC, you already have access to this video. And that's how things are going to start going here pretty soon. We're trying to put up some levels, some different tiers of content, allow people to get at the content first, early, if you will. Hey, what's going on? Daryl Cheeks is in the building all the way from the Philippines. Roger Wade is in the space as well. What's good, man? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming through to Convos and Collabs. Here's another thing that we've been doing. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, I'm going to be doing Amazon Live. And this is where I do all my gear stuff, all my gear recommendations, all my gear reviews, all that stuff is going to be on Amazon Live, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 10 o'clock. Yes, that is a major investment. Yes, that is a major commitment. But listen, if you only knew what is happening over on Amazon Live, you would invest too. So I'm definitely expecting a return on this investment. I see some comments here. Albert's asking, do you notice that I didn't write a book today? Asking questions about Canva and Ecamm. I did, but your comment was gold, man, because you're putting all the pieces together. You're taking all what you learned from the academy, you're applying it, and it's like building blocks, just like you said in your comment. It's building blocks, and I love that, man. It's so dope. Listen, here's another piece of that puzzle, right? So Amazon Live, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we have exclusive access to content, early access to content on BMAC. And then, of course, we have this group on Facebook, the Next Level Ambassadors group. Some people have joined the group already. My pilot group, I'm going to be encouraging them to join the group for free because they're in my pilot group. But for those that are interested, definitely hit up the webpage, kirkarnugent.com. Or hit up BMAC. It's one of the extras on BMAC. In fact, if you go to the webpage, it's going to take you there anyway. So either way, you're going to get to the same space. Yo, on Wednesday, Andy Mahone from Alter Live is going to be with me on the Midweek Huddle. Andy Mahone from Alter Live is going to be with me on the Midweek Huddle. And we're going to be talking about online engagement for churches. We're going to be talking about doing ministry online in new and creative and innovative ways. And we're going to be talking about Alter Live Academy. And this is something that we got coming out, man. So look for the video today during the show. Look for the flyer to be posted on social media. And we ask that you share it. If you know pastors, you know leaders, independent ministries that are looking for innovative, new ways, creative ways to do ministry online, definitely come talk to us. We want to be able to get you into the academy. And that thing is going to be starting next week. The first cohort is going to be starting next week. So I definitely want to make sure that we get that message out there. Come check us out on Wednesday for the midweek huddle. We'll be answering questions for those who are like on the fence. Yes. Thank you, David Hunt. Always on it. alterlive.com/academy/Kirk. If you are interested, definitely hit that thing up. We're going to have a blast in the academy. Man, listen, the rest of the month, right? The 16th, we got Jermaine Freeman. On the 23rd, we've got Stephanie Liu. On the 30th, we got Heather Ramirez. This is a ridiculous lineup. But I am most proud and excited for this guy right here because he's actually sitting backstage ready to go. And we're going to hit this intro video so we can get started. HIAW family, when we get back from the video, I want y'all to welcome my guy, Eliseo Way, to the show. Yes.
How it all works.
Come on. Listen, man, what you guys need to know is that there's 2 Florida boys in the house right now.
Hey, we lit. Yeah, Florida,
yes,
we
indeed. 2 Florida boys in the house right now, man. Listen, how it all works, family, man. Make sure you drop something in the chat, in the comments from my guy, Eliseo Way. This guy, man, let me tell you, it is absolutely amazing to have you on the show. This is something we've been trying to do for a minute, right? We've been trying to do this for a minute.
Mama, come, hurry, quick. I'm on How It All Works. You know what I'm saying? I got the shirt. Kirk ain't a jerk. Your boy put in work. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. I'm ready.
Bars for days. Oh, we got Monty Weaver in the comments. What's good?
Oh, Monty, man. Monty, he's like, he just pops up wherever is going down. He's there. He be like, he be popping in
making
like,
note, man. He be making note. David Hunt's stealing from Eliseo's usual tagline.
We live. You already know, man. Man. Let me get my shirt because I'm already sweating. You already know how I get down. If I ain't sweating, it ain't real. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't real. It's not authentic. Listen, while he's doing that, I want to show y'all something. Now, I'm not going to show you the address. I'm just going to show you that this is a package, right? This is a package right here. This is a package. And then inside that package was this guy right here, right? Yeah, go ahead and focus on that.
6400.
64. Now, why am I showing this to you guys? Is it because I want you to buy one? No. Is it because I'm trying to show off because I got my new camera and that's what I'm using right now today? No. I'm showing this to you because my guy Eliseo went on Facebook Market, met up with a dude in O-Town, Orlando, grabbed this joint for me and shipped it to me, fam. Let me tell you, that is absolute love. That is, listen, when I tell you the love was felt, the family online, the digital space that we've created here, it is absolutely real. And I just wanted to throw that in there to make sure folks know, look, man, this is a genuine guy right here. We appreciate you, brother.
Man, you too, brother. That's why when you givers amongst the givers, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? When you're givers amongst the takers, it's a different vibe. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
We need takers now so we can be givers. Don't get me wrong now, but
that's right.
It's a balance. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance in how it all works. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just I'm just excited to be amongst the givers now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really
Man.
excited. So, it's like we're all out trying to like outgive each other in a
Out,
sense. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love it. I love it.
It's amazing. So that's something that I wanted to do for you, brother. And it was an honor to be just a part of your journey, man. And man, I love it, man. You already put it to good use, man. Already.
Listen, it's already being worked. It's already put in work, man. I will say, listen, I'm not even going because we go down this rabbit hole, we will be gone, right?
Oh,
I need you to take a second. This is the question that we start with every single show, and it is one of the most the feedback I get. Folks are like, just make sure you keep on asking your guests, how did they get, like tell us who they are and then how they get started. So the first two questions, this is the first one. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, who you are, and your relationship to this whole content creation and live streaming setup here, man.
Man, okay, so I do this. I try to do it as much in a nutshell as possible. So yeah, my name is Eliseo Way. If you're Spanish, you could say Eliseo. It's okay.
Eliseo.
You know what I'm saying? My dad is Puerto Rican, my mom is black. You know what I'm saying? So I'm born and raised in Orlando, Florida. Born and raised. Right now, I stay just outside the city in a little city called Winter Haven.
Yes, sir.
Now, as far as I can remember, I've actually always been a content creator. It's just till recently, right, that content creator became a thing, because now we have even more means of documentation. That's really all content creation is.
That's
documentation.
really true.
Bars.
That's true.
Content creation is nothing more than documentation. You know what I'm saying? Now we have ways to do it through video, through audio. We have even more ways, even though we've kind of always had these avenues. It's now more prevalent since it's more accessible. To get the barrier of entry is less now because we all essentially have a device or some means to document, right? So Absolutely. I've always been documenting, you know what I'm saying? So, but as of recently, I would say how I really came into the game was, so I'm a music producer by trade. Like that's my thing. Like I love producing music. I've been able to work with some of the biggest names in the game. I think my first major placement was Big Sean. Big Sean, he's huge now, Grammy Award nominated, rapper. And I did really his first mixtape that really kind of helped get him a deal with Def Jam. So I was like one of the main producers on that project. Since then, just went on to work with like Chameleonaire, my homeboy Cupid, the Cupid Shuffle. He lives in Louisiana. I've produced for him. Really good homeboy of mine. Actually, I'll be in Louisiana next week, so I might want to try to stop and see him. But yeah, so I mean, that's the music production side. And then it was like, I wanted to add a second piece to that, which was the video side. I didn't really have that side. I had the music side, but as of about 2017, I said, let me get into live streaming. So I have some, I have some of this throwback stuff here.
I love it. I see it.
So 2017, I said, let me start a music review show. It was live. That was 2017. And I was literally just using like a Dell laptop I got off of eBay for like $200 or $300. I was literally using this same exact C920. I still have it. I love it. Yeah.
Yes.
And that was the quality that you saw right there. And it wasn't that bad for 2017. It was like I was still ahead of the curve, to be honest with you. But, and then I said, let me start a YouTube channel and started that. And, it just really, my relationship to content creation is just really a tale of a guy that's kind of transitioning from an old life of like where content creation wasn't a big thing to now it is. And now just kind of connecting the dots because people are like, oh, you new to this or this or that. But it's like, it's not really necessarily new to it, but I kind of always been doing it. It's all about now, how can I implement kind of what I've already been doing to like how it's applicable to the landscape right now. So it's just really all about kind of showcasing what I've already been doing. So I picked up a new trade of live streaming, and man, it's been a blast. And that's really my kind of my relationship to it. Now I'm kind of like almost in a sense, I'm kind of like a content creation, kind of like coach almost. I'm a live streaming coach.
I would say so. I would definitely agree.
And I think that comes from me having that previous background and kind of already doing it. So when I got more tools and more techniques, and was like, when I put that together, when the the word hit, the Rona hit, right, then everybody flocked to like, man, I need this, Alicia, you do this, and kind of a little bit of imposter syndrome set in. But it's like, well, when you see where they're at and when you're at, you're like, oh, I guess I can help you. You know what I'm saying? I guess I do know a little bit about this. So I just like set up tons of churches to live stream, tons of businesses to live stream, my own family, live stream myself, so it's been a blast. I could truly truly say I've been doing pretty well, just kind of setting people up with live streaming and learning as I go as well. So that's kind of my relationship. Sorry, that's the most nutshell I could give you, bro.
Listen, that was gold. That was gold. I think we needed to hear that level of detail. I mean, in fact, I think the audience has come to expect that level of detail from guests. I mean, and I think it inspires people to know, like, okay, so because people that have been on the show come from very, very different backgrounds. Not everybody was in video. Not everybody, like, I'm telling folks that I'm learning DaVinci Resolve right now, and they're like,
man, I want to learn DaVinci. It's free.
I'm like,
the color grading, the support and community that DaVinci Resolve got. Final Cut don't got that community. You know what I'm saying? And Adobe don't got that community. I think DaVinci Resolve is a solid move, bro. Actually,
that's why I went for it. Now they have a free version. There's a paid version as well, and I'm going to probably move to the paid version because there's just some things that I really want to get to. But this is what I want to highlight. The James Hicks comments talk about EW3 overlays. They should be trademarked. Let me tell you about the overlays. I sold a set of Eliseo's overlays to a client recently, and they literally called me and was like, "What is this? Like, where they get this from?" And I mean, one of the things I love about this is, like, behind the scenes, y'all, for real, there's not animosity. I think sometimes people are like, "Oh, snap!" Like somebody came on the show, they're like, "Can I share my BMAC link?" I was like, "Yeah." Why would you not be able to share? Like, there's David Hunt put up. David Hunt's one of my mods. He put up Eliseo's YouTube channel. Absolutely, go and follow him. Absolutely, go and follow him. Yes. Like, this is not a thing. There's enough bread to go around. Nobody's gonna go hungry. Nobody's gonna go hungry. The clientele.
It's the concept, though. What you make happen for others got to make happen for you. So when you truly have that mindset, you look for people to make it happen for. It's like, who can I make it happen for? Because I know the law, I know the principle, and that is who I make happen for. It will happen for me. So I mean, I love it, bro.
I love it as well. And I'm gonna tell you, like, side note, we gonna make some money together because.
Hey, that one we already made money together, man.
We already did, but we gonna make more. We definitely will. More. And so, I mean, we got Mosifus in the comments going ham. We love it. This has been. Oh man, that's cool. That's cool, man. Listen, we want to throw another question up here, man. I vouch for Eliseo. Customers are happy, and shout out to Kirk for everything that you do and say.
But just to kind of touch on the overlays, that was a true godsend. And if I've never seen a godsend in my life, that was a godsend. I remember going. Sorry, my
you good, bro? Oh no, listen. We good here. We family, so it's all good.
But I remember doing all my live streaming things, right? And I was like, man, it's just something missing. And it was the graphics, it was the overlays. I remember going to Upwork, and I remember going to specifically, what's the other one? Fiverr. Bro, I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Man, I probably spent $500 or $600 testing out different people. I'm like, because a lot of times you can't really get in detail on what you want, so you got to write it out as best as possible. I got them back. I'm like, got these back. I'm like, I remember just praying, like, hey man, I really need somebody on my team who can do this for me. So I run a YouTube group of about, I don't run it, but I co-mod it, and it's about 300, over 300,000 YouTubers in this group, and I help moderate this group. So I seen this young guy, he was 15. He posted some work. It was some artwork that he drew, because you all see whenever I do a guest, I have them hand drawn.
Yeah.
So I said, man, I like your work. I said, man, would you mind doing some stuff like that? Like, yeah, sure. Dirt cheap, by the way. And then, I said, let me ask you something. There's a community of people who need this type of work. Do you think you could do it? He's like, well, I don't know. I said, well, listen, this is what you do. So I like, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. And he was like, okay, he did it. He got it. Can I tell you, in his currency now, in the last few months, maybe 3 to 4 months, he has made over $100,000 in his currency, which is only probably like maybe $7 or $8 or $9, $10,000 in our currency. I don't know, but still, that's the way he see it, as over 100,000, right? So he's bro, he's like, man, and I just keep getting him client after client. He stayed like 2 or 3 clients booked up because and people ask me like, can you do this? Can you do that? I'm like, I could, but I'm so busy just doing the overlays. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't want to necessarily expand because we're so busy with this. And he just like, he emails me all the time, like, man, my mom, because I can't even pay him. I got to pay his mom. He's only 15. So it's like his mom. Yeah, he's like, my mom is like, thank you so much. Like, you just don't know how much you've helped our family and this and that.
Wow,
and he
man.
like, he sent me pics of like when he like got a new computer. He sent me pics when he got a new bicycle and like stuff like that.
Oh man,
and
bro, you changing lives out here.
That was a godsend because like he does exactly. You seen the overlays? He does exactly.
I am a fan.
What we need. The guy's only 15, so I'm just blessed. And so to anybody, that's just a testament to like whatever you're missing. Like really dig deep, man, and pray to God send you to people because He'll send you to people. Like we already have everything we need, right? So my bishop always says, you have everything you need. You just need to pay attention, right? You just need to really dial in on what you have. Like in the Bible, when it was like, go back to your house, you have everything you need in your house already. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
And so
my goodness.
If we take that concept now, like we have everything we need. We just need to pay attention to who we're connected with, who they're connected with. You know, what
open
do we
your
have?
eyes.
And we could put the perfect recipe together for wealth and for, generational, just wealth and things like that. So I'm just real big on that. I just wanted to kind of drop that in from that.
No. That's gold. That's not even a side issue. That's the main issue. That's it right there. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, what are we doing content creation for? I mean, yes, there's a desire to really, answer somebody's question and impact people in a meaningful way. But I mean, yes, there's nothing wrong with wanting to make some money. This is not a bad thing. So no, you are changing lives, and I just love that. I have a very similar story for my team, what we're building with composition, but I'm not even going to dive in. Listen, I want to drop this question. I want to drop this question out here for the audience. Because we're going to dive into one question right after this, but I want to put this question out there for you guys while Eliseo answers the next question. So this question is for the audience. The next question is for Eliseo. So the question is, what drew you in to watch your first How It All Works live show? Now, it could have been graphics. It could have been, I don't know. Maybe it was because there was a crazy guy on there jumping up and down, yelling and screaming, or maybe because there was some guest that was on the show that you were like, yo, that's my guy, that's my girl. I need to go ahead and get them on. Go ahead and watch the show because they're going to be on, right?
Yeah.
There are so many different reasons why people tune in and then stay. So there's actually two questions there. What drew you in initially? And then why do you still come back? This is the question that I want to ask folks. And so Andrew Kahn says, Eliseo drew me in today. And I love that. That's gold, right? That's
What's
perfect.
Up to Andrew, man? Shout out to Andrew.
That's it.
Man. He's a legend out here in these internet.
You're telling me I saw his name pop up. I had to do a double take. I was like, wait, is that Andrew Kahn? I've been watching all his videos, like buddy,
he's a legend,
FT Dubs, man. Okay, so but yeah, there's two pieces to that thing, and so while you guys going, my bad, my bad, not Con, Andrew Can, my bad. But there's two pieces to this thing. So while you guys are answering that question, I want Eliseo to talk a little bit about the creative side of live streaming, right? The non-technical pieces that we often sometimes forget. And I mean, everybody was about the gear. Everybody's talking about the gear I got to get the this and the that. And of course, look, don't get me wrong. I love the gear. I mean, I'm a carpenter's son. And listen, while a handsaw can get the job done, you better believe my dad has some serious gear in the shop to get it done, right? So we believe in gear, but what we're gonna notice, and I'm gonna kick it to you in a second here, E, to answer this question, but I'm also gonna be watching the comments again because the question for you guys is, what drew you in to watch the show? Thank you so much for that super chat. Look at this. Thank you so much for that super chat. Appreciate that, man. Look, I mean, absolutely. That is phenomenal. So we want to ask folks, what drew you in to initially watch the show? And then we want to ask Eliseo, like, how important is the non-technical side of live streaming? Like go ahead. I don't want to put any words in your mouth.
First of all, I want to answer the first question because I remember doing I didn't do a Google search. I actually found Monty on a YouTube search. It was something from my church. I had to figure out for my church. I didn't find you on a search. I actually found you because YouTube recommended you to me, right? So I pay attention to to who YouTube recommends to me, because it says a lot about, you
It
know, what
does.
you know. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
remember
and it's there's some
I remember
there's some
clicking on
ranking
your
that
channel. Yeah, I clicked on your channel, checked you out, and I liked your YouTube channel so much. Around this time, you were only around 600 subscribers. I remember that. You was around 600 or 700 subscribers.
I remember this time. I
Yeah.
remember
And
that time
now
frame.
you're coming up
It's
on
like
a
before
big 4K. You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
Coming up on the big 4K, which is phenomenal, by the way. All that happened within a year, guys. You know, so come on now, let's be real. So
yeah,
I
no,
remember
that's absolutely bananas. Go ahead.
I clicked on your channel, liked it so much. One of the things I do is I go look you up on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and I just add people who I gravitate to and I like their content. I add them on all the platforms because I want to see how they're managing their other platforms and stuff too. Just want to say, like, your content is super dope. You're polished all the way around. So I remember how I came into your live stream was once I got into Ecamm, I saw one of your live streams and I said to myself, I said, okay, well, I knew it was Kurt, but I'm like, he does live streams like I do as far as like overlays and transitions and this. And believe it or not, you know, maybe it's different now because it's like a year later, but back then, not many streamers in our circle were doing that. It was
I would agree with you.
Yeah, it was straight naked screen, and they were happy with that. I was in 2017. I mean, this is hold on. let me go back real quick. This was me literally in 2017. Where is it at? Yeah, that was me in 2017.
Wow. So you already know.
Crazy graphics, you know, animations. That was 5 years ago. So I mean, just imagine like now, like, when I saw that you were doing all that attention to detail, that amount of effort, then I was like, yo, this guy is the truth. So that's how I got drawn into your live stream, and that's why I continue to watch, because you have great guests and you go the extra mile. Not too many live streamers go the extra mile. They feel like they're satisfied with just their live, and that's good enough. But if you can actually craft an actual show, an actual broadcast, transitions, you know, intros, outros, you know, sound effects, things. If you can transition, if you can do that type of things, you are going to set yourself completely apart. Like I'm doing this. That's what I'm speaking on for Leap Into Live. Engagement. Yeah, this is my segment. You know, so yeah, that's what got me into your live stream, and that's why I continue to stay. So,
man, hold on. Before you go, oh my Lord, have mercy. Before you go on to answer the question, I mean, my goodness, that was a clinic. And I think you're going to answer the question. We're going to give you time to answer the question. I'm putting it back up on the screen, and I'm looking in my comments as well. But what I want to say is I'm hoping that you guys are seeing a trend here in terms of why people stay. Now, I'm using my channel as an example. We could have easily picked anybody's channel here. We could easily have picked we could easily have picked Eliseo's channel, because, and the reason for that is sometimes it's the engagement piece. So like for Eliseo was like, hold up, he's producing a show, right? Yeah. That's a lot of people. And I got a lot of that type of comment. Even when I was using StreamYard, I got a lot of that kind of comment back from people that were like, yo, I felt like I was fully on a produced joint, right? And then, and then there's the content.
Yes.
But notice that very rarely you're going to hear somebody say, oh man, their camera's always right.
Yes.
Yeah, so now I'm lobbing it to you now. This is the pass. This is the pass right here. Yeah,
it's the alley-oop. Yeah. So, you know, one of the things that I talk about when it comes to live streaming, right, and you know, just the non-technical side is how immersive can you have your live streaming experience, right? You know, engagement, you know, immersive. You know, experience, you know, alliteration with the E's because my name is Eliseo. So all these E words, you know what I'm saying? But how immersive can you have your live stream experience? I know this may sound far-fetched, but if you put on some VR goggles, right, then you look all around and you're like, man, your senses are being appealed. Your senses are being. It's all. Yes. It's the sound. It's you know, I got the VR joints. I even forget their name, but I could have swear sometimes they be having like little wind blowing on me. I'm like, whoa, how is the wind blowing on me out these joints? You know, depending on what game you're in, I be feeling a breeze. I'm like, hold on, but like how immersive. And this may be far-fetched for some people to grasp, and I get that, but how immersive can you have your live stream experience? So that's where the creativity comes down to it. As far as, you know, we got five senses, right? we
Yes.
smell, we taste, we hear, right? We see. So how many of those senses can you appeal to? You know what I mean? I know it's like it may sound like a silly question because we're over the video camera. So it's like I can only see you. I can't smell you, of course. I can't taste you, of course. But it still doesn't hurt to try. So how can we figure out how immersive we can have our live streaming experience with the sound and things like that? So I think that's where the creativity comes in at, to where you literally are giving them an immersive experience to where they feel when they literally tap on your live stream, when they're scrolling down the screen and they tap, oh, that looks cool, let me check it out, and they tap on your live stream. How can you grab them, right, and keep them?
Yeah. And keep them.
And that's the thing. Yeah, and keep them. Yeah. So I think that's the thing. When people are scrolling down their feed, do you have a scroll stopping live stream? You know, of course, what may get them maybe the graphics, or maybe a transition, or maybe a sound effect, or maybe the conversation, or maybe how you do this or that. But how can you now then begin to engage their senses even more, to be more immersive, to just have them feel like, man, I feel like I'm sitting down with Kirk in his living room right now. You know, I feel like I'm in the I feel like I'm in the show. And that's where it kind of comes down.
Exactly.
How can you make people feel like they're in the show? I mean, it is a live stream show. What can you do to get them to be a part of the show? So I think that's where the creativity comes in at, and it's endless. The creativity is literally endless. I know we have KP in the comments, man. The little song, the song he does, he does like an intro, outro type song. He does is amazing, because I feel like I'm at a concert every time he play that joint. I'd be jamming. Like, I think that's amazing.
And this is one of the things I want to interject here, because you're taking people to class. So when we're hearing, I'm seeing it in the comments. People are just responding. It's all positive. People are really resonating with what you're sharing, and I think it's starting to really hit home. But one of the things I also feel like, and this is why I always start with the question, how did you start, right? One of the things I also know to be true of both of us is that we bring our authentic selves to our shows, and by that I mean all of our history, right? You just talked about KP. You know, KP is also a music producer. KP is also a pastor, and he brings all of it to bear during his live shows.
And we need all of that.
We need all of it. We don't, and that's the piece. Is like, even as you watch others, it's good to watch others, because you get phenomenal ideas from watching other people. But the truth of the matter is, your live stream should not mimic someone else. Your live stream has to fully represent who you are authentically, and that's what people are going to resonate with. And here's the piece that a lot of people don't want to hear, and this is where people always usually sign off for the live stream.
You said they sign off. Oh no,
they will. Some people aren't going to like your live stream, and they're going to leave, and that's okay.
It is. You know, I'm big on this though. You know, I know this sounds cliche, so excuse me. I'm a rapper. The bars are, they
come on. Let's hear it.
It's a well-known one. Your vibe attracts your tribe. But
yes, sir.
The thing is, you want to be your authentic self, because at the end of the day, you don't want to waste time with somebody who's not your tribe, and you don't want them to waste time with you. You want to get to the core of your tribe as efficient as possible. So be you. I know one thing with me, right? This is me. Like, hear me out, okay? I represent, and we all do. Don't get this twisted. We all do. But I represent, you do, we all do represent a whole class of people who've never seen us in themselves, in their authentic selves online.
Yes,
I know I do. So let's just keep it a buck. I'm from the hood, right? So I don't say that to glorify the hood. I just am. If I go out my door right now, there could be some police passing by. There might be a shooting, might be a stabbing. I don't know. But in here, this is the safe haven. But I live in the hood, so when people reach out to me, hey bro, I saw your live stream, man. I saw that. They see the locks. You know what I'm saying? They see the dreads. They see me and my authentic self. They see, man, I look like him. I could do that too. They don't have to be the same guys that you see there. So if we're not our authentic self, somebody will never see that, and they will never be inspired to do it themselves, right? So we all represent a whole class of people, a whole tribe of people who actually need to see us in our authentic self, so we can, imprint. It's all about imprinting. So I said on another live stream, I said that still the whole world is not on the internet, right? I think
It's
the last time we checked, was it 70, like
Woo!
70% of the world is on the internet. So there's still a whole 30% out there somewhere who don't even know what the internet is. Can you
Come on,
believe
talk
that?
about it, sir.
So
Come on,
now
talk about
we
it.
have a unique opportunity, an opportunity to imprint, right? What imprint is, it just means that be the first thing somebody sees. And when they see you and you make the most sense and you help them with an issue and you solve their problem and you really pull them out of a jam,
Oh my
you imprint
goodness.
it. You have their allegiance, you have their loyalty. So no matter what else they do after that point, it's gonna come back to you. And you know who people who've done that online? That is the Mark Zuckerberg. That is the Grant Cardones. That is the people. They knew off rip what time it was, and they made their imprint on that many people early on to where their vibe attract their tribe, and it just grew. It just grew exponentially. So let's not sleep on the time that we live in right now. We still live in a time where the internet is still new. People say, what you mean the internet new? The internet is only 25, 30 years old. Like I'm 39. So I mean, the internet is still in my generation. Like we don't want to be 20, 30 years from now saying, man, I wish I should have, I would have. Like people are gonna wake up in the year 3000 and be like, man, I wish I was back in 2020. 2021. You know what I could have done if I was back in 2020? Yes. I would have had, you know what I'm saying? So we're here now. So let's take advantage of that. Like let's do what we have to do. So yes, back to your main point, be yourself, and your vibe attracts your tribe. If that means your tribe grows a little bit slower, so what? If that means it takes off, cool. But just be your authentic self. Absolutely.
Man, you have said a mouthful. I mean, a mouthful. Here's what we're gonna do.
Fired up, brother. I'm fired up.
We're gonna play a very, very short clip of Leap Into Live. We're gonna get these last two questions with Eliseo, and we're gonna show off his website, his YouTube channel when we come back.
Are you ready to take your content to the next level? The live streaming market is booming, but with so many options out there, it's hard to know where to start. You've heard about doing live video and other video content on platforms like LinkedIn and Facebook, but you're not sure how to make the most of this or how this is going to help you with your business. You're not sure if creating a YouTube channel is going to help you get more customers or it's just a waste of your time. We will walk you through everything you need to succeed in live video with this 4-day immersive virtual bootcamp. We've got all bases covered, from choosing the right platform for your needs, planning an event, recording epic video content and editing it into something awesome, scheduling posts on social media, promoting your videos, and monetizing them effectively. This course is designed for everyone from total beginners who are just getting started in live streaming to those who want to grow their visibility and increase business by creating more valuable content. Leap into live streaming virtual bootcamp.
Dope.
Hey. We lit.
Let me scroll scroll down here in the speaker list, and you'll see one Eliseo Way the third.
It's an honor, man. It's an honor, man. I think this is my first virtual conference that I'm speaking at that's pertaining to content creation, live streaming, and it's just a blessing. I just got asked to speak at Video Marketing World in Dallas, man. Oh, that's just like, man.
Yo, so say the name again. Say it again.
Yeah, Video Marketing World in Dallas, Texas. Yeah, it's dope. Like one of the bigger, joints, man. So I'm excited. Bruh. Yeah.
That is absolutely amazing, man. That's one of the two things I really love is live video and public speaking. Go figure. And I get a chance to merge the two by hosting these shows. But I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, I said this last week, and I'm gonna say it again. This doesn't even make sense. The list of people that they have here is
you
ridiculous.
On there too. Look at you.
I'm on there. I had Bradley on last week, so Bradley's here. I had Adrian on this past Wednesday. So there's Adrian.
Wow.
Heather Ramirez is going to be on later in the month. Stephanie Liu is going to be on later in the month. I mean,
just talk with her today, actually.
This is when I was in Florida week or so before. I was with Leslie hanging out. We all had a little bit of a reunion. He came to that 44th anniversary for my parents and stuff. I mean, so this is a huge
Any
list
the
of creators.
Business, Nikki Saunders, man,
Kevin Lyons, man, this is
Jeez.
This is crazy. This is crazy. So, yeah. Folks, make sure you go ahead and check this thing out. Here's another thing I'm going to throw up on screen. This is Eliseo Way on YouTube. It is literally youtube.com/Eliseo Way. Definitely want to make sure you guys are seeing this content. Listen, I always say to people, I don't do the generic, hey, go and subscribe. I say to people, go and watch a couple of videos. If what he's saying is what you need, then go ahead and subscribe. If he's saying is what you need, then go ahead and subscribe. And if he's saying something that you don't need, but somebody else needs, then go ahead and share it. These are the ways that you can help out the content creator, man, because the hustle is real out in these streets. The hustle is real. Yo, in a few seconds, in a few minutes, we are getting ready to go into the after party. And if you want to grab tickets for that, the link has been scrolling on the bottom of the screen. You want to go over to buymeacoffee.com/Kirk R. Nugent. Grab your tickets to the after party 8/9. You see it's right here. HIAW Convos Collabs after party. Boom, right here. You can grab that ticket and you will get the link to the Zoom room for the after party with Eliseo Way. We'll be in there for like half hour chopping it up after the show.
I gotta get better at this type of stuff. See, you're like a pro, man. I just be doing my stream, jumping out. This man got an after party. He got
the after party be lit, man. And I always say, I'm gonna say this to y'all, man. The after party content will be shared in the Next Level Ambassadors group. So it won't be live, but we will post it in there afterwards. So, man, make sure you go ahead and check this thing out. If you go to my webpage, KirkRNugent.com, just scroll to the bottom, you click this, it's going to take you to BMAC. But either way, I want to make sure you guys are aware of that. Make sure that is there. Here's what we're going to do as we close this thing out. Eliseo, here is our final question, our final content related question. We have one more after this one, and that is simply this: what priority levels should ownership, distribution, and monetization have for the content creator? We talked about your live stream and the things that really pull people in, right? We're not negating the gear. We already told you guys that the gear is important. But when we ask the question, hey, when you ask your audience, and I encourage everybody to do this, ask your audience, what brought you here? Because I've gotten invaluable feedback today from Eliseo on screen and from all of you in the comments in terms of why you came in the first place and what keeps you. So I encourage you to ask that question. And so we talked about the gear. We talked about the content pieces that hold people's attention, that stops the scroll and then keeps them there. But now here's the piece that gets you paid. And we already touched on the pay part, right? We need to be okay with getting paid, okay? Whatever your relationship is with money, make sure that it is of a nature that you are okay with getting paid. If you have value to offer the world, you want to look at this. I'm seeing people buying their ticket to the after party right now. I'm seeing the notifications. That's what's up.
Let's go.
But this is what the question I'm posing to Eliseo is: this ownership, distribution, monetization. Where should that priority level be for the content creator?
Okay. And I'm sorry if this is a political answer, but it really is. It really depends on the content creator. And the reason why I say that is because
that's okay.
I help business owners start YouTube channels, right? Mm-hmm. And out the gate, they're making money with one subscriber, right? Because they were already monetized. They already had a product ready to go. They just want to now build online. So there's nothing for them. There's nothing for them to literally start a YouTube channel tomorrow, put up a $10 ebook. And since they already have a community that they're now sending to their YouTube channel, they're monetized and making buku money. They're telling me, like, Eliseo, you can have my AdSense. I don't even care about the AdSense. I'm like, bro, you don't even know what you're saying right now. Like, you don't even know what you're saying right now. Okay, you want to put that in writing? Because I'll take that AdSense now. But they don't care about the AdSense because they're monetized in such deep veins in other ways, other silos. So depending on your content, depending on what you're trying to do, you can monetize out the gate. But ownership probably should be number one, though. I mean, if we just drop the politics, ownership should be number one, because
don't.
Yeah. If you don't own what you got, then that's a big issue. So yeah, I would say ownership, and then I guess distribution, and then monetization, because you can't really make money if nobody can get the content. Or I don't know, maybe your monetization, your distribution is based off who wants to buy it. So monetization, then distribution. That if you buy it, then you can get it. So I mean, you're kind of like apples and oranges on this one, but I would say for sure ownership is priority number one. I'm big on do not let these platforms hold your content hostage. I did a whole video on my channel about how, listen, man, we have the opportunity right now to build online, right? And somebody was like telling me about Facebook Live. I don't have a problem with Facebook Live, right? No problem.
Me neither.
But man, we are all geniuses in our own right. Let's be real. We have a certain stroke of genius, right? That if it catch God blow wind in that thing, right, and it could just take off, and we millionaires overnight, right? So let's not negate our stroke of genius. And what I say by that is, if you're putting all your man hours, all your time, all your blood, sweat, and tears into content, I tell my clients at least be able to be found on Google. And if you put your content in a captive platform like Facebook, no matter how much they search for it, no matter how much they try, they will never find your content on Google. YouTube is a different ballpark.
Yeah.
So
you're preaching good, sir.
I give them all this example, right? No matter what you teach, no matter what you preach, no matter what niche you're in, there is millions of people that wake up every morning and they do this. They wake up, Kurt, they go, they stretch. And then first thing they do before they even brush their teeth is they go searching for stuff. That's the first thing they do. Before they even brush their teeth, they go searching for stuff. Yes, they do. Because they done slept on stuff. They done thought about stuff. They ready to take action on something, right?
Yes.
So wouldn't it be nice when they ready to take action that you're one of the first people that pop up if you're the exact match for what YouTube or the Google is saying they're looking for? Man, you will never have that opportunity if you keep your content captive in like a platform like Instagram or Facebook and other captive platforms. Now, don't get me wrong. They still have their audiences. You can still do very well on captive platforms. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, at least if you're going to do all that, at least still be on an uncaptive platform like YouTube and Google, because that is where stuff happens for you, man. Like I have a little cousin. I have a little cousin that started a work from home blog. It was all about helping people find jobs, man. And this girl, man, she makes multiple six figures. Six figures.
Yes, sir.
From her work from home blog, because it's searchable on Google, and she started a YouTube channel, which is now 150,000 subscribers. She would have never guessed that this would have happened. All I want to do is help people find jobs. And now her blog is just, and her blog and her YouTube channel is just, she showed me some of her AdSense, and I said, you make $10,000 a month on just AdSense?
Come on,
10,000 a month. She younger than me. She like, yeah, cuz. So I mean, that really blew my mind. That's why I'm like, yeah. So I tell people all the time, you want to be you want to be optimized, you want to be organized.
Come on,
be monetized, right? So those are three. You want to be three things.
Let me type that. Let me type that up. Go ahead, say that one more time. Go ahead, say that one more time, Rev.
You want to be what? Wants to be optimized, meaning that people can find it, meaning that people can actually see it. It's optimized. People can see it. It's optical, whatever. People can find it. And then you want it to be organized. You want your content to be organized. So once they find you, they can just say, let me binge watch all Kurt's content, because he has nice, neat playlists over here. I want to learn about church live streaming.
Come on.
Playlist. I want to learn about, Zoom or Ecamm. I got a whole playlist. So now it's optimized, it's organized, and then it want it to be monetized. So once they done bought into what you're doing, they're in the community, like, I want to go a little further with Kirk. I want him to coach me on this, or I want to buy a product. Woo. So those are the three steps: optimize, organize, and monetize. So
listen, I'm about to turn your mic off. You giving away too much. Now this is a coaching session. Now you giving away too much. This is what I'm gonna do. This is no. I'm being so dead serious. But here's what I'm gonna do, because I want y'all to see something. Because Eliseo literally explained my entire model. I mean, like to the T. No, I mean this seriously. So check this out. This is my page. Now this is my watch page on HowItAllWorks.com, right? Okay. Every video is here, guys. It's all here. Why is it all here? Because What he say? He said it needs to be optimized and organized. And here's the thing. If YouTube ever falls off the planet, not my stuff. Wow. You could always find it on howitallworks.com. Wow. I got my VA creating blog posts for every last one of these.
Kirk said
videos.
he loaded. He loaded.
Here's the next thing. This is what you started with. This is what I tell people right here. Your live stream is your digital storefront.
Wow.
Your live stream is your digital storefront. So let's build your brand with live video. Let people into what you do, into your expertise, into your, mad scientist factory. Let them see you do your thing in your own way, and they will pay you. There's no doubt about that. They will pay you. Man, listen, this has been absolutely phenomenal. I gotta make sure we get this last question in because I missed it.
I'll keep it short, brother. I'll keep it
short.
No.
This one is for both you and the audience. And I think I already know the answer, so I'm just gonna put it up on the screen. What video topic would you guys want me and Eliseo to collaborate on? Any suggestions?
Hey.
I'm ready to type right now. Right now. What would you like to see me and Eliseo collaborate on?
I can tell you right now, something that's more creative than technical. I would love something more creative than technical because we kind of been in that lane all
absolutely,
all night.
Absolutely. Let's. I think there's something around building the system to be monetized. I think there's something around the non-technical pieces of content creation. Somebody said overlays.
Hey,
we're not doing
there we go.
Hey, we listen. While we are creative, I think we want to do something. Well, let me put it on the list. Let me put it on the list. I got overlays on the list, but I definitely want to do something around building a system, right? Putting something together. What about that's
building
building
a show, like a broadcast?
Build a broadcast.
Yeah. I think
I like
because if we could give people a roadmap, right? So I've done overlays for people, and then they kind of had the now what moment, like what I do with these.
I've seen it. Yep.
Yeah. So
I've seen it.
We do kind of the same thing. So it's like, well, you need an intro. Okay. Now you need a bumper. Well, I got an intro. Well, a bumper is different because not a bumper.
Bumper's different.
And now you need the transition. Well, what's the bumper? No, the transition was a little bit different. Like, so like breaking it down on why the intro, the bumper, the transitions, these things are important, So I think if we build like do a collab on like building a broadcast show, I think that'll really help people visualize it and see it. And then, man, having their show so fluid like that, I think it would really help out because people's streams be dry in these live streaming streets, bro. No pun.
No, straight up. And it needs mayonnaise, it needs ketchup, it needs lettuce, tomatoes. It's dry. It's just meat and cheese and bread, Doc. It's meat, cheese, and bread. No,
someone don't got cheese. No pun intended. We gonna help now. We gonna help. We here to help now. We here to help.
Oh man, listen. I've had a blast tonight with Eliseo Way on the show. Yo, listen, I gotta drop some horns because Rob Balasavas is in the building. Yo, I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. Rob Balasavas is here.
Man,
Yo, Rob, thank you so much for coming through and hanging out with us. Step 1, step 2, etc. Digital Glow is like, I need a system. She's like, yes.
Love it. Yeah.
Building a system because I feel all over the place. Kerwin Ball says show outline. And so we're getting some good ideas here. I think that people are resonating with what we're talking about, E. I've taken some really good notes, and so I'm going to double back with you because I think that we really have the makings of a phenomenal collab video coming here.
Yeah,
and
I like that too.
No, absolutely.
Because now that I think about it, bro, that might do well in search too because I don't think I've seen anything step by step, through how to build a broadcast, like a live stream show.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, even what we're talking about right now is probably would be a dope video. What I mean by that is the fact that you just said that would actually do well in search. That does not cross everybody's minds when they're coming up with content. They don't think how will that do in search, right? And we know we got two buddy folks in the building right now.
Yeah,
we got
absolutely.
Rob and we got Oh man, now I'm drawing a blank.
So no, it's like like I said, people wake up in the morning, they've been sleeping on, I want to do a live stream show. Now they're gonna get up. We're gonna get all those people that say how to do a dope live stream show or a good live stream show from start to finish. We have the keywords ready to go. Let's go. Let's do this.
Listen, this is going to be absolutely crazy. In fact, we're going to continue this conversation in just a second when we get in the after party. Listen, you don't have to go home, but you might want to jump in that Zoom link because we going to have this party. Let me go back to my screen here. Listen, this is what I want to say to you guys, man. If you can take a second, support what Eliseo is doing. I think he shared with us, the How It All Works family. He shared with us from a very real place tonight. Shared with us from his years of experience and expertise, and he lent that to us without asking for anything in return. And we just want to say a word of thanks to him for doing that, and in any way that we possibly can. If you need overlays, come on and hit my guy up, man. Because I'm telling you, they are dope. It's not because like it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, we just want to throw him a couple of dollars. No, trust me, when you see the end product, you will want to pay him more. You'll be like, is that it? Is that all I need to pay? So if these are the ways, people always ask, how can I support what you're doing? How can I be, sow a seed? Because you have, I mean, I'm just blown away by some of the experiences, some of the messages that I received. I got a message from my guy, Charles Jackson, this past week. He said he needed to do a presentation on Teams, and he remembered I'd done a video on how to do presentations in Ecamm using the PDF background. And he said he found the video, watched the video, put together his presentation, and he knocked their socks off. Wow. So what he do? He went to my Buy Me a Coffee page, and he dropped some shekels in the plate. And he just messaged me afterwards saying, brother, I just appreciate what you're doing because you set me up. And this is what I share that story to say to folks. If you have been blessed, you know what I'm saying? There's so many ways other than paying money. There's so many ways to pay it forward. You can subscribe to the channel, turn the bell on. You can share the content. If you're in conversations, and I love the way Eliseo said this. He said, we have everything that we need. We're just not cognizant. We're not aware. Yeah. We're not looking. Our eyes are not open. You are in conversations where somebody says, man, I need some overlays. And you just heard that Eliseo does some dope overlays, and you're sitting here like, dang, I wonder where you can find some overlays. No, you're in that conversation for a reason. You should be like, yo, you should check out this show because he was just talking to this guy, and apparently he does some really crazy overlays. You should check him out. These are ways that you can send people our way. And this is reason why you got to have the system in place. Now I'm rambling, but this is the reason why you got to have the system in place.
I love what you said about there's so many ways to pay it forward without spending money. And there's a concept that I heard in Clubhouse, one of my homeboys, and his whole thing is social digital currency. And I like that concept because it's like social digital currency, meaning he always says that you have an unlimited amount of it. And what is that? You can like somebody's stuff. You can share somebody's stuff. Yeah, you can comment on somebody's stuff. You can invite them to the live stream. Like, this is social digital currency. You can ball out on that. You can make it rain. And then he said, the more you spend that, then the more that turns into actual real digital currency because you build relationships, you build partnerships, you build camaraderie. I love when I see people come into a community and they make it not about them, because that's the key. That's the key. When I come into these communities, I didn't say nothing about me. I think I sat back in the Ecamm community for like 6 months before I even introduced myself.
Listen, I didn't know. We had been on several live streams together before I knew you were a producer. So clearly, you were keeping that under your hat, brother. You were on my first ever live stream, bro.
I remember. That was my first. I mean, just look how far we've come in like 6 months. My first live stream was November. It was Thanksgiving Eve. I call it the goat stream because Kurt was on there. I remember that. Diana was on there. Anthony was on there, man. Brent, DJ Strick
was on there. Doc was on there.
It was crazy. I mean, Interview Mode had just came out like 2 weeks before that. And look at us now.
Listen, Kevin Cox, listen. I'm sorry you missed it, man. This one, I have to tell you was near and dear. This was a good one. This was a great one. But listen, Kevin, what I would say is go ahead and grab that link. It's scrolling right on the bottom of the screen right now. Go ahead and get your ticket to the after party right now because we're getting ready to jump offline. This is what I want to do right before I close it out. I want to just say a word of thanks to Eliseo. Then I'm going to close it out by myself. But listen, here's the thing, man. We got to have you back. We're definitely going to do the collab video, but I just want to say a word of thanks to you for coming through and blessing the community. It has been an amazing show.
Hey, can't wait to do it again. Y'all be safe. Love y'all. Peace.
Family, listen, I get, it's like the joy of my life to be your host on this journey, right? These shows that we do Monday by Monday, they're just phenomenal, and get a chance to interview not only people that I respect, not only people I look up to, people whose content I consume to learn how to do things, but I get to bring them and introduce them to the community and allow them to share with you their expertise, laugh, talk, chat, chop it up, have a good time. What I would ask you to do is not only subscribe, not only share, but that you would leave some comments and let us know in the comments what types of content you want to see from us here at How It All Works. Man, it's your boy Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher, hoping that somewhere in the video today, we got you a little closer to figuring out how it all works. I'm going to see y'all in the next video.